Hi, this is Mr. McConley, and we're out here in the woods again, and it's just a follow-up to what we did the other day with sinkholes. And, oh, by the way, this is BKW, Intro to Agriculture class. So, last time I showed you some sinkholes in actually Selleck Cave, and then I showed you how some sinkholes were forming out in a field that we had to be careful of as we were farming that field. But lo and behold, as we were walking around the woods, we found another sinkhole here. And if you back up a little bit, you can see that this depression here that I'm kind of standing in right now, this depression has been here for years, and it's pretty big. If I stand near the bottom here, you can see it's maybe 5-foot depression. But the trees have been growing and it's been pretty stable for a long time. But what we just noticed is that the bottom of the sinkhole has actually opened up, and there's a brand new subsidence where the soil has, dropped down into the ground. Now, I would say this is probably due to the fact that we've had a wet last few weeks, springtime, and a lot of water, and that water is rushing underground, and it's also dropping down into these subsidences, these sinkholes, and then eventually it drops through the bottom of the sinkhole and opens a passageway. So, what I did first of all, let me show you this first. I took this hole from my snow scraper and I stuck it down in there to see how deep it was. So it was this far. So what we got here is right now, if you look, that's the mark up there. You see right here, this mark. That's how deep it was, that hole below the bottom of the sinkhole. So it's fairly deep, I'd say about 10 feet deep. And I'm not even sure that I'm actually hitting the bottom because there's some different crevices and openings down there. But as far as I can tell, that's about the bottom. So what I'm going to do next, just so we can get a visual here, so it's pretty awesome stuff, is I'm going to shine this light down in there. And my cameraman, Farmer Andrew, is going to have to try to kind of crouch down and get the camera in there so we can drop it. Yeah, don't drop the camera in. So I'm going to hold this down in here like this. And if you, there you go. You can kind of see here all the wet rocks on the sides. And further in that direction down there, it drops off. You can't really see it because it's so far down in, but it drops off and there's actually an opening between the limestone, and that's where it drops about 10 feet. So what we're seeing here is some geology in action, and it makes me wonder, as I look over towards my house, which is just over that direction, I'm wondering, do any of these sinkholes or does this water, this cave system run directly below the house? Am I going to wake up one morning and my basement's going to be dropping into the abyss? It's hard to know. It makes me kind of wonder a little bit. And it also brings back a memory I have that not too long ago, I believe it was down in Florida, there was a Corvette museum, and they came out one day and the whole Corvette museum had been sucked, with all these antique, expensive Corvettes, had been sucked into the ground into a giant sinkhole. Now the sinkholes there are a little bit different because just the way that they occur. These ones here near us are because the water's running through the bedrock, whereas in Florida it's more due to the fact that the water table, the ground is super saturated with water, and the soil, there's not a lot of bedrock, but the soil washes away underneath and eventually will suck things down into a sinkhole. So, I thought you might find this interesting. For today, I'm Mr. McConley, and this is BKW, Intro to Agriculture.